Everyone. In this video, I will be talking about top 5 web scraping tools which are purely my recommendation, and there may be people around with a different opinion or thought, but so there is no hard and fast rule to go with this list, but you can definitely consider it whenever you are working on web scraping solutions. So my first recommendation is Beautiful Soup. So it is a Python library for parsing structured content and allow us to pull data out of HTML as well as XML files. So this particular library is designed for the purpose of scrapping the content. And if you are a developer who has experience interacting with developer tools towards your web page, then this would be one of the very easiest library for you to use. And the biggest advantage of this library is it is very easy to learn for beginners and requires very less lines of code. So you can get it installed using pip install Beautiful Soup 4. My next recommendation is Scrappy. So Scrappy is an open source and is not only used for web scraping, but it is very useful for a variety of tasks starting from data mining to monitoring and including automated testing. So I would say it is not just a library, rather it is an entire framework which provides full-fledged web scraping solution. It has low CPU and memory usage with excellent documentation. The only disadvantage I feel it has is it has slight steep learning curve. So it may take time for you to learn if you are doing it for the first time. You can get it installed using pip install Scrappy command. My next recommendation is requests. So it is again another Python library for making HTTP requests like get, post, etc. And it can be considered as the most basic library for web scraping because it doesn't parse the HTML data and it cannot even handle the websites which are purely made using JavaScript. So in other words, I would say it works only with the static content, or it retrieves only the static content of the web page. So for parsing, again, you have to go for other tools or libraries on your extracted content. You can get it installed using pip install requests. But if you are newbie, then this could be one of your choice. Coming on to the next one, which is Lxml. So we had seen that request library cannot handle parsing. So in that case, Lxml is there for our rescue. We can use Lxml to parse the content extracted from requests library. And you would see there are many projects which are using request and Lxml combinedly. So this use case is pretty common. You will find it everywhere. An important thing about Lxml is it is very powerful and one of the fastest Python library which works very well with large data sets. And coming on to the downside, the official documentation is not that great, so you may have to put your hands here and there to get the work done. You can get it installed using pip install Lxml. And my last choice is the Selenium. So the Selenium was initially born to serve as a web scraper, was not born to serve as a web scraper, rather it was for automated testing of web applications. But the reason why Selenium is used for web scraping is because of its underlying technology. It works with the web drivers. So it addresses so many limitations of other libraries. It has the ability to run JavaScript in a web page, and that ability we can use it to scrape the dynamically populated web pages. So if you have requirement wherein you want to extract the dynamic content, then Selenium could be your choice. But one thing to remember here is, as it runs JavaScript for every single page, you may see some performance impact or slowness. So, but again, it is one of the very powerful library for scraping dynamic content. You can get it installed using pip install Selenium. So these are my recommendation. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. Please do share, subscribe and like this video. Thank you.